How do I discover doors of opportunity after dealing with rejection and shut doors for so long? Great question. How do I discover doors of opportunities after dealing with rejection and shut doors for so long? Well, friend, you have to understand that the goal is not to look for doors. The goal is to be guided to doors. The goal is not to find doors. The goal is to flow to those doors. Now, what I mean by that, if you look for opportunities, you set yourself up for opportunities. If you go looking for opportunities, you set yourself up for opportunities. We're talking about opportunities that are opposite of what God has and is infested with ops, right? So you don't discover, you develop. You develop into the person that God sees fit to walk towards doors. When you develop into the person, you'll attract open doors. That's why the Bible says your gift will make room for you and bring you before great people. So the more you develop your gifts, spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, relational, individual, and you become a gift, people are going to be asking you to come through these doors. So don't worry about the rejection or the shut doors, because that type of experience will try to create in your mind a desire to prove to those people that you're someone. If you develop to prove that you're someone versus developing into the someone that someone needs, then my friend, you're going to be feeding the wrong individual and feeding an ego that's going to cause your life to go down to zero. So develop into the person that opportunities are attracted to. Don't go discovering doors. Just discover more about God, discover more about you, develop a relationship with God, develop a relationship with yourself. Then, my friend, opportunities will come finding you. See, the greatest magnetic pull in all of existence is God. The more I magnify God, the more I become a magnetic pull. The more you magnify God in your life through praise, through thanksgiving, through discipline, dedication, through faithfulness and fruitfulness, through loyalty and all that kind of stuff, the more you begin to magnify God in your life and you become like God and you're godly, then you'll create this magnetic pull that pulls things to you. Focus on development, focus on discovering God in yourself. Then, my friend, doors will always be there. And then you have to face another step of problems, which is now discernment. So the more you develop, the more you discover God, the more you discover more about God, the more you discover about yourself, the more you develop a relationship with God, and the more you develop a relationship with yourself, and the more you develop your giftings, then you start developing discernment, because then you're going to be attracting so many doors, you're going to be saying more no's than yes. So now whoever rejects you, you got to forgive them. Shift your perspective. Look at that rejection as God's protection. Look at that shut door as closure. God shut those doors for a reason, because not everybody was meant to go with you into the next season. God allowed that rejection for your protection. And so when you begin to think and shift your mindset and do those discoveries and those developments, then you'll have a lot of doors to choose from.